Ever feel like you're putting in all the effort, but that financial breakthrough you're really hoping for just isn't happening?
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way.
You're definitely not alone. So today we're taking a closer look at this, well, this popular idea.
Hmm.
Can the actual words we use have a real effect on, attracting wealth?
Hmm. We're diving into a video. It's from the Be Grateful YouTube channel. The title's pretty catchy. You just need to repeat 3 words and money will flow effortlessly. Law of attraction.
Wow, okay. Big promise there.
It really is. It suggests 3 specific words, apparently rooted in the law of attraction, hold the key to, well, more financial abundance.
Right, so a YouTube video, catchy title.
Hmm.
We've all seen those. Our mission today in this deep dive is to really get past that surface claim, to understand the actual principles they're talking about. What's the core message here, really?
Well, the video's main idea is that saying certain words, but with like genuine belief and conviction,
Hmm.
that can actually draw wealth to you.
Just saying the words.
Not just saying them, that's the thing. It stresses that it's not some magic spell on its own. It's deeply tied into embracing the whole philosophy of the law of attraction.
Okay.
And, while this kind of echoes psychological stuff like positive self-talk or self-efficacy,
Right, changing your mindset.
exactly, it's important to see it from the video's perspective, less as magic and more as maybe a tool to shift your mindset and maybe inspire you to act differently.
Okay, that makes a bit more sense.
Yeah.
Now, the video mentions Eric Butterworth, calls him a key figure in something called the New Thought movement. Who was he? What's that about?
Yeah, Eric Butterworth, he was a pretty prominent American writer and speaker, mainly in the New Thought movement. This movement, it kind of popped up late 19th, early 20th century.
Okay.
And a core belief was essentially the power of our thoughts, our consciousness, to actually shape our reality.
Mm.
Butterworth specifically really emphasized that the divine or God isn't some external being, but more of an internal creative force within us.
So the idea is we're not just passive. We're not just having things happen to us.
Precisely. Yeah. The video really picks up on this. It encourages you to break free from limiting thoughts and see all the possibilities out there.
Okay.
It uses this image, quite vivid actually, of a treasure chest filled with opportunities, not just money, but love, success, all of it.
Right.
And the key to unlocking it, according to this view, is shifting from a mindset of scarcity, of not enough, to one of abundance, believing it's already there.
That definitely sounds like the law of attraction, doesn't it? That core idea of attracts how does the video explain that link?
It uses the classic analogy, really, the law of attraction as a powerful magnet.
Oh, yeah.
Pulling in experiences that match your main thoughts and feelings. It connects this to the idea that everything, thoughts and feelings included, is energy, has a vibration.
Right, the vibrations thing.
Exactly. Now, when the video says positive energy, it's probably closer to what psychology calls positive emotions or optimistic thinking.
Rather than literal physics energy.
Right. It's more about how that positive outlook can influence your behavior, how you perceive things. The idea is if you consistently put out those positive vibes, you're more likely to attract positive stuff back.
And Butterworth, he took this idea of inner alignment beyond just getting rich, didn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He talked a lot about being in sync, mind, body, heart, all working together.
And think. Okay.
The video interprets this as reaching a state of inner peace, happiness, fostering good emotions like love and joy.
Hmm.
And the result from this perspective isn't just a fat wallet. It's a flourishing life encompassing way more than just money. It's holistic.
So, okay, if we manage to get this internal sync up happening, how does the universe or reality respond according to this framework?
The video suggests that when your thoughts, your emotions, your general energy are all lined up with what you want, especially money, in this case, it sends out this clear signal, this vibration.
Right.
And the principle is that the universe then mirrors that back. It becomes this kind of reciprocal flow. You give out positive input, you get abundant results back, like a relationship almost.
Moving and receiving. Okay. The video uses a story, right? Something about a monk to explain deep understanding.
Yeah, it's quite a striking story, actually. So there's this young person really seeking wisdom, goes to a monk,
Okay.
and the monk kind of unexpectedly holds the kid's head underwater for a moment.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. And obviously, when he lets go, the first thing the kid does is gasp for air, desperate for it.
Naturally.
And the monk then says, basically, that feeling, that intense, overwhelming need for air, true wisdom is like that. It's a constant, powerful desire for knowledge, for growth, not just a casual interest.
Ah, I see. It's about the intensity of the desire.
Exactly, that unending thirst.
So how does that connect back to prosperity then,
Yeah.
that intense thirst?
Well, the video draws a direct parallel. Just like wisdom isn't just knowing facts, it's this deep curiosity, this drive to keep learning. Prosperity, in this view, isn't just about having money. It's presented as a whole way of thinking, a way of
A
being.
mindset again.
Fundamentally, the video basically says poverty and prosperity are different mindsets that literally shape how you experience the world.
Which, again, reinforces that idea.
Yeah.
Inner state impacting outer circumstances,
Yeah.
especially financially.
Precisely. The video suggests that financial struggles often mirror what's going on inside in our consciousness.
Hmm.
If you're having money troubles or just feel anxious about it, it might mean, as the video puts it, you're out of sync with the divine flow.
Divine flow.
Right, Emma?
What exactly do they mean by that?
It's a term from the New Thought tradition, often refers to like universal creative energy or potential. In the context of wealth, you could think of it as believing in an underlying abundance that's available to everyone if you tap into it.
Okay, out of sync. Got it. Right, we've covered the background ideas. Let's get to the core promise. The 3 magic words. What are they? And why these words?
Okay, yeah. The 3 words the video really pushes as a tool to release negativity around money are, I accept, I deserve, I allow.
I accept, I deserve, I allow. Okay.
And the video really hammers home that the power isn't just in saying them, like rote repetition. It's the sincerity, the conviction. You have to genuinely feel it, engage emotionally.
Right, not just mumbling them. Okay, so there's a 3-step process using these words. Step 1 is welcome abundance. What's the thinking there?
Step 1 is about consciously opening yourself up, saying, okay, I'm ready to receive. The universe, in this view, wants to give abundance.
So you have to be ready for it.
Exactly. And repeating, I accept, I deserve, I allow, is framed as the way to align yourself with that positive, prosperous energy. The video suggests that by doing this, focusing on these ideas, that abundance actually starts moving closer. So you need to get ready mentally and emotionally to actually receive it when it shows up.
Makes sense. Then step 2, affirm your divine worth. How does knowing your worth play into this?
This step is about recognizing your intrinsic value. You as a unique person in the universe.
Okay.
The argument is that truly understanding your worth helps you dismantle those negative self-beliefs, the
Right.
ones that might be subconsciously blocking prosperity, the I'm not good enough or I don't deserve success thoughts.
Right, those inner critics.
Exactly. And realizing your worth positioned as the spark, the starting point for that journey to financial well-being.
Okay, worthiness.
Yeah.
And the final step, connecting with positive energy. What does that look like practically?
This is about intentionally building a strong connection. With positive energy, yes, but also the video says, with the spiritual realm.
Spiritual realm.
Yeah, it's presented as a source of strength, of guidance towards abundance. A key part of this is mindfulness
Being present.
and deliberately focusing your thoughts, your energy on positive outcomes. Not just wishful thinking, but actively directing your mental energy towards what you want, aligning thoughts and actions with those desires.
Speaking of actions, the video also mentions gratitude and actually doing things, right? It's not all just affirmations.
Oh, absolutely not. That's crucial. The video stresses being thankful for what you already have, that gratitude is seen as a magnet for more good things.
Okay.
But just as important is taking consistent, practical steps towards your goals. You can't just sit and affirm.
Right, you got to do the work.
Exactly. The positive mindset, the affirmations, they create the foundation, maybe open doors, but real-world action, that's what turns the potential into actual growing prosperity.
Okay, that's a grounded point. And the video wraps up with a pretty fundamental idea about what wealth actually is.
Yeah, it ends with this perspective that everything, absolutely everything in the universe, money, wealth included, is ultimately made from the divine substance of God.
Wow, okay, deep.
It is.
Yeah.
And the act of acknowledging that underlying unity, that divine substance in everything, and consciously welcoming that into your life, that's presented as the way to attract more of it, more abundance in all forms.
Okay, we've covered a lot from this one YouTube video. If you had to boil it down, what are the absolute key takeaways for someone listening?
Well, I'd say the core ideas are definitely the power they claim positive affirmations have, the principles of the law of attraction, like attracts, like the huge influence of your mindset on your reality. And then specifically that practice of using those 3 words, I accept, I deserve, I allow, but using them with real intention, real conviction. That seems to be the crux of it.
Right, conviction is key. So here's something maybe for you, the listener, to chew on.
Hmm.
How might really focusing on those three concepts, acceptance, deservingness, and allowing, how might that actually change the way you see opportunities when they pop up?
Hmm. Interesting question.
And could that shift in how you see things then influence, your willingness to actually act on them
Yeah.
and ultimately maybe impact your financial situation?
It's definitely, well, it's food for thought, isn't it? How much our inner beliefs might shape our outer world.